Hi everybody, this is Noelle from Petitti's, and we're doing a little bit of spring pruning on blackberries. And blackberries are kind of a fun plant to grow. Like raspberries, they are what we call a bramble type fruit. And again, awesome to grow at home, especially because the fruit are just so perishable. So, you know, when you get them from the grocery store, you better eat them pretty quickly or they're going to be gone. So it's so nice to be able to grow them at home, enjoy them, and they really do produce a lot for you at home. So again, just like raspberries and most of your edibles, you want to have 6 or more hours of direct sunlight. We're kind of in a western exposure bed. We're going a little bit downhill here, so it gets some well-drained soil, no problem there. Again, like raspberries, they're just slightly acidic, about 5.5 to 6.5 pH on these guys, so they don't need it super acidic, but they do appreciate an acidic food, so espoma barytone is a great slow-release food for them. Feed your blackberries twice a season, once in spring and then again midsummer. And just again, it's usually a cup per foot of diameter. And because these plants come out of kind of a hill, if you will, out of a central crown, they really don't get too big. So I usually sprinkle about a cup or so around the drip line of the plant and then just slowly scratch it in with a cultivating fork or a rake, okay? In spring, with blackberries, if you don't get around to pruning blackberries after you harvest them, which I think is the best time to do it, because you'll know which canes have fruited for you, and then therefore they're gonna die over the winter. So normally we would just take the fruiting canes and just cut them all the way down to the ground. But if you didn't get around to it because maybe your blackberries produced a little bit later or what have you, and you just weren't able to get out there, get out in the spring before they start flushing out and start to cut. Similarly to raspberries, again, you're looking for removal of the 3 Ds. So again, dead, diseased, damaged parts on the plant, anything that's thin or weak as well. So that's what we're going to do really quick. Now with this blackberry, this is triple crown, really nice. It's a thornless blackberry, so you don't hurt your fingers while you're holding on. And basically what you want to do is you want to remove any of that dead or dried. So again, there are many sort of silvery gray, very brittle canes here that I'm going to prune down to the ground. So and you go as low as you possibly can and go ahead and prune the real woody, brittle pieces out as best you can. Again, the more of that old growth that you can prune out, you're opening the plant up to better air circulation, I wish I could talk today, and more sun. And that's always going to be great for the blackberries, okay? Minus this one, everything else looks pretty good. I've got some long pieces, I've got some shorter pieces, but what we want to do with the blackberries is we really want to kind of shorten them a little bit more than we would with the raspberry. So I'm going to take them down to about 18 inches or so, and I'm going to make a cut right above this new node that's just starting to flush out. So I'm going to cut right there. Again, give it about 18 inches, cut right here. And again, with some of these branches. Shortening them is going to help make them push the energy and produce better growth underneath. And you might notice some winter dieback because the thornless blackberries are just they can get a little bit damaged in the wind and the weather and desiccate over the winter. So no problem, cut anything that you see that's dry or desiccated off the plant. Cut this one. You're ready to go.